Folks, let's talk about it. There's a different kind of energy crackling in the air out in Las Vegas right now. You can feel it, can't you? It's not just the neon glow of the Strip, or the desert heat, it's something real, something tangible brewing inside that beautiful Allegiant Stadium. The silver and black are building something special, something with grit, something with heart. Coach Antonio Pierce has this entire organization humming with an old-school smash-mouth vibe that has Raider Nation absolutely buzzing. This isn't just another season, people. This feels like the start of an era, a return to the glory days, when the Raiders weren't just a team, they were a statement. It's a beautiful thing to see, this energy, this new life, it comes from the top down, from the leadership that demands accountability and passion. The North Dakota State legend. So who is this Cam Miller kid? Where did he come from? Well, he didn't come from one of those big-time, blue-blood college programs you see on primetime TV every Saturday. Nah, this man is a product of North Dakota State University. That program is a dynasty, a certified football factory that churns out tough, disciplined, championship-caliber players. They don't just play football up there in Fargo, they live and breathe it. Cam Miller wasn't just the team, he was the guy. He was the leader of that Bison stampede. He led them to 2 FCS national championships, folks. 2 of them. That's not a typo. This dude knows how to win football games when the lights are at their brightest. His journey to the Raiders wasn't paved with gold. He wasn't a high draft pick. He came into the league as an undrafted free agent. Think about the mental fortitude it takes to see the draft conclude without hearing your name called and then decide, you know what, I'm still gonna bet on myself. He just packed his bags for Vegas, ready to prove everyone wrong and earn his spot the hard way. That backstory is exactly why Raider Nation should be so pumped up. Let's get one thing straight. You don't become a 2-time national champion and an undrafted free agent who's turning heads in an NFL camp by accident. It's born from an absolutely insane, borderline maniacal work ethic. Cam Miller is a certified film junkie, a monster in the weight room. He's the first one in, last one out type of player that elevates the entire locker room. He's preparing like he's the starting quarterback. That's the mindset. The only way to survive, let alone thrive at this level. When your undrafted rookie QB is outworking everyone, it sends a message to the entire roster. It creates a culture of competition and accountability. Coach Antonio Pierce is building this team around that character. He wants dogs. He wants guys who love the grind, embrace the struggle, and live for the process of getting better every single day. Cam Miller is the living embodiment of that philosophy. He's a coach's dream. You don't have to motivate him, the fire is already blazing inside. Thousands of hours of unseen work mean that when the moment arrives, he's not hoping to succeed. He's expecting to. The fans, man, the fans see it. Raider Nation is one of the smartest, most passionate fan bases in all of sports, and they know a football player when they see one. The buzz around Cam Miller isn't some media-driven narrative, it's coming from the ground up. Fans at training camp watching every throw, every scramble, every single rep. They're calling it Miller time in Vegas, and the movement is growing by the day. It's not just the fans. The whispers from football experts and analysts are starting to get louder. They look at his college production, his athletic profile, and the reports coming out of camp. This convergence of fan passion and expert opinion is creating the perfect storm that puts a spotlight on Miller and makes it impossible for the coaching staff to ignore. The people have spoken, and they want more Miller. The clamor for him to be QB2 isn't just wishful thinking, it's backed by what people are seeing with their own 2 eyes and what the numbers suggest. Alright, let's break down the film. What makes Cam Miller so special on the football field? First and foremost, athleticism. Legitimate dual-threat quarterback, over 900 rushing yards, 13 rushing touchdowns, vision like a running back, speed to pull away from linebackers. He creates off-script plays and picks up crucial first downs with his feet. But don't get it twisted. He's not just a runner. He's a quarterback. Live arm. Can make all the throws an NFL offense needs. Puts touch on deep balls and zips it into tight windows on intermediate patterns. When the pocket breaks down, his mechanics stay sound. He puts the ball where the receiver can make a play. Rare trait. Massive asset for any offensive coordinator, beyond physical tools. The IT factor. Natural feel for the game. Sixth sense for pressure. Remains calm in a collapsing pocket. That's leadership. That poise. You can't coach it. Dynamic running ability, arm talent on the run, unteachable poise under pressure. Not a project to rebuild. A skilled player with a modern skill set who fits where the game is headed. X factor. A wild card who can change the dynamic. When you talk about Raiders quarterbacks, you talk about legends. Think Ken the Snake Stabler, improviser, Daryl LaMonica, Mad Bomber, Rich Gannon, gritty leader. Now we're not saying Cam Miller is the next Ken Stabler or Rich Gannon. That would be insane. But you can see echoes of that same spirit. Athleticism, improvisation, toughness, gunslinger's confidence. He plays with that fearless, exciting style that has defined the franchise's greatest QBs. It feels like a Raider. He has that underdog swagger, that chip on his shoulder, and that playmaking ability that has been the hallmark of the franchise's best signal callers. So why is Cam Miller such a perfect fit for Raiders team, right here, right now? It starts with the identity that coach Antonio Pierce is building. This is going to be a tough, physical football team that wants to run the ball and play great defense. They're building from the trenches out. In that kind of system, you need a quarterback who is efficient, who protects the football, and who can complement the running game. Miller's college stats show a quarterback who does exactly that. He's not reckless with the ball, and his ability as a runner adds another dimension to the ground attack, making the play action even more deadly. They have Gardner Minshew, a proven veteran starter. He's a bridge, a reliable hand to guide the ship. Miller's young, he's cheap, and he has a sky-high ceiling. The Raiders can let him develop behind a pro like Minshew, learning the nuances without being thrown into the fire immediately. He doesn't just fit the offensive scheme, he fits the very soul of what this team is trying to become. He's a grinder, he's an underdog, he's a dog. That's the Antonio Pierce way. The battle for the number 2 quarterback spot is one of the most compelling storylines of this Raiders training camp. On one hand, you have Aiden O'Connell, a pure pocket passer. He's the known commodity, the safe choice. He can step in and manage the game, run the offense as designed, and keep the ship afloat. But then you have Cam Miller, the challenger, the wild card. He represents potential. He represents a higher ceiling. His mobility can turn broken plays into positive gains. He can turn a sack into a 15-yard scramble for a first down. That's the kind of play that can swing momentum. The argument for Miller as QB2 comes down to this. What is the role of a backup? Is it to be a lesser version of your starter or to provide a different look that can catch an opponent off guard? Bringing in Miller doesn't just mean a new player. It means a whole new offensive scheme the defense has to adjust to on the fly. This is not a knock on O'Connell. He's a good football player who belongs in the NFL. But Cam Miller's dynamic playmaking ability gives him the edge. He has shown in camp he can handle the mental side, and his physical tools are undeniable. He offers more ways to win, more explosive potential, and a higher ceiling for development. The safe choice is one thing. The bold choice that aligns with this Raiders regime might pay massive dividends. So, what does this all mean for the Las Vegas Raiders and for Raider Nation? It means there's a genuine sense of hope and excitement for the future. The discovery of a player like Cam Miller is more than just a backup. It's a validation of the new process. Front office and coaching staff finding diamonds in the rough. They're building a true meritocracy. The best players will play regardless of draft status or contract size. For the fans, Miller is a new hero to rally behind. A symbol of a new beginning. The road ahead won't be easy. The NFL is a tough business, but he has tools, he has work ethic, he has the mentality to succeed. Keep your eyes on number 16. Something special is brewing in the desert. The kid is a dog. Let's ride.